What's up, guys? So in this game, I'm using Chang'e, and this is my first time using Sky Piercer on her. And it's honestly really good. From what I've seen, it actually seems worth it now to build Sky Piercer on mages since most of the time, they end up being the carry anyway. Just like in this game, I was the main carry because we had a utility jungler and gold laner. We had a lot of crowd controls, but we lacked damage if I didn't do my role properly. I was the only damage dealer on our team, and it's fun when your teammates use heroes like these because they can easily set up plays for you, that's for sure. But you still have to be careful because they're random teammates and they won't protect you even if you're the only one who needs protection. They won't look out for you. It's important to have protection, right? Even in other things. Like when riding a motorcycle, we should always wear protection. And if you're doing something, you know what I mean. If you're not ready to be a parent yet, always wear protection. Alucard is the one who can easily kill me here. One of the best heroes that can quickly take down any mage or marksman. It's annoying because he can follow you so easily. But I heard he's going to get nerfed soon, which is kinda sad for Alucard users. We haven't even seen him in the pro scene yet. Although it's really unlikely we'll ever see Alucard there because of his mechanics. But in ranked games, he's insanely strong. Even in this match where he should have been at a disadvantage because our team had a lot of crowd controls, he still almost managed to carry his team. I was being pretty careful with my positioning here because I'm the first one the enemies will target, since I'm the only one dealing damage on our team. So even though it's nice that my teammates can tank damage and set up plays for me, if I'm not careful, I'll still end up dying. And once that happens, my teammates will lose their main source of damage, which could easily cost us the game. It's also difficult because you can't stay too far from your teammates and just deal damage from a distance. Once the enemies dive you from behind, especially with their lineup, you'll have nowhere to run. I mean, you can't even run back to your teammates because you'll just end up isolated and easy to kill. But you also can't be too close, or you'll get caught in the enemy's AoE skills. Your positioning has to be just right, unless your base is right behind you. I've noticed that Sky Piercer is now more suited for heroes that deal continuous damage. I mean heroes like Kimi, Lunox, Granger, and Chang'e. Those are the best Sky Piercer users right now, and in almost every game you really need to build it on them because it just works better for their playstyle. The benefits outweigh the risks when they're the ones using it, and it actually makes them stronger. It's not a good item anymore for single burst type heroes like Eudora, Saber, and the like. That's just my observation though, because with burst heroes you can just gain stacks whenever you're ready to nuke an enemy down. But for heroes like the ones I mentioned earlier, they have a much higher chance of landing the last hit during team fights, and can easily gain stacks even if they're not the ones dealing the highest burst damage. Our excessive crowd control and lack of damage almost backfired here, since it was really hard for us to kill Esmeralda. If I were the one playing Esmeralda, I'd build Thunderbelt and easily get over 100 stacks with this kind of lineup. But yeah, going full utility like this isn't really advisable. I mean, Ruby Gold lane is fine if your jungler is a damage dealer, but don't use it when your jungler is someone like Frederick. There are still some fighters that work well in gold lane even with a Fredrin jungle, like Masha or Sun, those who can actually deal consistent damage. Because if your only damage dealer is bad, like for example, I'm playing like a Hanabi player in this game, who's always out of position, the enemies will just focus that one damage dealer. They'll throw everything they have just to kill that person, and once that's done, the rest of the team is easy to wipe out. Basically, no one on our team could burst Esmeralda, and honestly, there shouldn't have been a problem if that Esmeralda knew what she was doing. Thankfully, she didn't. She didn't even think about building the Thunderbelt plus Clock of Destiny combo. That's easy Thunderbelt stacks, bro, and almost guaranteed max stacks for Clock of Destiny. She could even add Enchanted Talisman since she's supposed to last long in fights to avoid running out of mana. She should have gone for tough boots too, but instead, she built rapid boots. And just wait till you see the rest of her build. You'll be shocked. Alucard was the only one who managed to kill me in this game, and this could have been the third time if I hadn't recalled back to base right away. Oh, I think I just saw something game-changing there. It's hard to show up in front of the enemies, especially when I don't have any skills available and my teammates are already dying. Since my basic attacks barely deal any damage to them, I just decided to back off, regroup, and wait for my teammates to respawn. And in situations like this, don't use your ultimate on heroes, because if they manage to dodge it, your ult just goes to waste. It's more important to use it on minion waves instead. Wait for the minions and prioritize clearing them so the enemies can't push, just like what happened there. I've seen a lot of players who love using their ultimate every time it's available without really thinking about the proper timing, especially when defending against minions. The enemy actually managed to take the Lord here, and our Yuzhong went way too deep. Then suddenly my two teammates just stopped moving. I have no idea what happened to them. Maybe they saw an airplane passing by and got amazed, so they decided to focus on watching it instead. I was planning to clear the minion waves here, but there was one minion left behind. I wanted to clear it, but I had a bad feeling about my positioning. Cho made a play here and managed to catch Kimmy. It was a bit too deep, but this is exactly why I'm using a long-range mage for situations like this where I can still provide backup even from a distance. And fortunately, Kimmy was taken down there. What happened next, though, was completely unexpected. Yeah, we all had that one teammate who shows up at the perfect moment. It's honestly more disappointing to have your Savage stolen than to lose a game. I mean, it's harder to get a Savage than to win, right? You can win 1,000 games but only get one Savage. But of course, it's different when it comes to tournaments. Here, look at how my 4 teammates got superb control one after another. The only problem was that they were too far, and my ultimate couldn't reach the enemies. I didn't want to use my flicker forward because the enemies could easily kill me. And at this point, it's more important for me to stay alive than to secure a kill. I was just ready to back up in case Cho managed to catch an enemy, but of course, from the right distance. I couldn't go too deep because I might get ambushed by the enemies, and there were also minion waves that I needed to clear. I was already getting beaten by Obsidia, but my hero was just counting carrots while all that was happening. My teammates actually went in and started fighting even before the Lord arrived. But it's fine because Ruby was still here and finally made a winning play. And with this kind of Lord, it's really easy to end the game. Since it's an evolved Lord, it's super tanky and deals massive damage. Plus, the more heroes that stay near it, the tankier it becomes, while those same heroes also gain additional damage.
Victory!
Look at Esmeralda's build in this game. She even has Twilight Armor and Blade Armor instead of Dominance Ice and Antique Cuirass.